Hello, my friend. It's Derek here. And today I would like to talk about something that hits so many people right in the nervous system. And when you send that text message and you don't get a response back, the hours go by, nobody texts you back, no dinging, no silence, no little bubbles on your phone. And let's be real, for a lot of people, that silence does not feel neutral. It feels like you're being rejected. It feels like you're being abandoned. It feels like proof that you're not loved. But what if it didn't have to? What if every single moment that you had that silence, they were not texting you back, that could actually become somewhat of a sacred space for you. So, what if this rejection could be alchemized into pure self-love? That is the shift that I would love to share with you today. Just the other day, I was sitting with a wonderful client, and this exact wound came up. And what we uncovered together was really miraculous. It was so powerful. I knew that I just had to share it with you here. Because here's the truth, this is not just about texting, right? This is about the deep subconscious wiring that keeps so many people stuck in these patterns for years and years of people pleasing, of chasing emotionally unavailable people, over texting, spiraling with anxiety. So let's unpack this. The old link is in your brain where you equate silence with being rejected. The subconscious mind works in these very simple loops. And right now, for a lot of people, that wiring looks like this. They send a text message out, that's the stimulus, and they don't get a response from that. So it gets more intense the more time passes without that response. And they equate that in their brain as they create the meaning of I am not important, I don't matter, I'm being rejected. So they feel a lot of anxiety and shame and panic and unworthiness. Those are really, really challenging emotions to feel. And the more that you focus on that meaning, the more it attracts like thoughts and energies to you. It magnetizes to your energy field. You're a human magnet. That's what keeps people trapped in these unhealthy relationships and overgiving so much and constantly grasping for validation externally. But here's the alchemical reframe that we created together. I sent the new formula that my client and I came up with for her that I'm passing on to you is okay, the stimulus remains the same. It's I send a text and I don't get a reply. This then the new meaning that is now part of your subconscious is this is a sacred space. This is giving me space to take care of myself. And this is a gift. This is an invitation to come back to myself. And the feeling that comes with that is one of so much peace and empowerment and love. That's the gold, and that is the shift. So, how do you actually anchor this into your body? Here's the process that I guided her through, and you can do this as well. So, the first thing you want to do is just notice the trigger. And when the silence comes and you don't get that response back, take a moment to pause this time. Don't take the bait of spiraling down into that old story. Just notice, ah, here it is again. Here's that pattern again, located in your body. Where do you feel that anxiety? In your chest, in your belly, in your throat? Just identify it. Meet your younger self as step two, and place your hand on your heart. Speak to that younger version of you and tell them, hey, I see you. You're safe. You're loved. Soothe that younger you who's feeling that rejection. Call your higher self in. Step three, bring your highest version in. That this is the you that's already healed, the you that has already gained so much compassion and wisdom and sees things in a more evolved way. And that part of you, visualize them sending you and flooding you with radiant light and showing you that the silence is not you being abandoned, but it's sacred space for you. Anchor that new link in. Each time it happens, breathe really, really deeply in and out, and breathe that light into your heart space, into your physical heart, your spiritual heart, and say, this is my moment to love me and receive myself as a person, right? And then the last step is just to expand into your practice, whatever that is for you. Use that silence as this is a cue for you to practice that meditation that you always say you're going to want to do and then you never do, or use that time to do the yoga or breath work or journaling or just sitting there and being, not trying to do something or fix something, but just to be something. And instead of running from the discomfort of all of this, stay with yourself, and it's absolutely going to alchemize. This wound runs so deep now because, let's be clear, this is not just about getting to a reply. This is a core abandonment wound. Okay, often this gets wired in so early in childhood, sometimes even past lifetimes. I've had this happen where, someone was left as a tiny little baby and they were alone in another lifetime. That was another client that had the same pattern happening. So, times when your love was inconsistent, when you didn't know what version of a parent you were going to get, or you didn't fully feel seen in who you really are, your nervous system just didn't feel safe. Those are the times that this was solidifying in your subconscious, in your energy bodies, in your cells and your tissues. So, unless you rewire it, it will always keep running your life. And it will drive people away. It will sabotage your relationships. It will leave you constantly chasing something. But the empowering part about all of this is that you are not broken. You simply learned an old link somewhere in your subconscious. And just as easily as that got wired in, you can unwire it. You can deprogram it and you can program something in that is so much more life-giving for you. That's the heart of why I really love hypnotherapy because it doesn't take years of talking about stuff and it doesn't require having to stay in the energy of that wound forever, right? It goes directly to the subconscious, directly into that part of you that holds that pain, and it helps you to rewire that from the inside out. So it's like having a computer running that is all bugged the heck out and it has this bugged out software that has been making everything in the computer go haywire for decades. And then in a single moment, you take that old program off and you install the update. And instantly, that whole system runs different. So, my friend, here is what I want you to take with you. Silence is not a rejection, so to speak. Silence is a sacred space for you. And that's your cue to return into yourself and to give yourself the validation and love that you've always been seeking from everything on the outside. And when you make that decision and that shift, your nervous system is going to calm way down. Your breathing's going to slow down. Your heart rate is going to slow down. And your relationships are going to shift big time because you're not going to be coming from that energy of chasing or trying to be too attached. And that's overwhelming for the other person, right? So you're going to be now radiating this magnetic and grounded confidence that changes everything. If this resonated with you and you're ready to go deeper into unwiring this pattern, that at the very root of it, then this is the work that I do every single day with clients here. I'm right here at my office down in Old Town, Fort Collins. And I also work with people online all over the world on Zoom, on phone. And you don't have to keep staying in this old story. You can step into that alchemy of sacred space and true self love. Lots of love to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Like the video if you want, share it with someone who you know this is really going to help, that they're going to resonate with this. And leave me in the comments, how do you relate to this? And what is your biggest challenge? And how much longer are you going to stay where you're at? Or are you ready to really heal this? So I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.